Good morning. This is the first lesson we're doing in the actual textbook for the accounting class. I am got you into the course in MindTap, so you just need to make sure you log in and get to this screen. I'm going to show you a few things. So over here are different pieces that you can use. This is where you can go to the whole textbook. Flashcards. Those are the main pieces I've seen people use. You can see your progress down here. You can create a note slide, so if you want to do your own notes in here, you can. But let's go ahead and go back over here to this other side. Over here, we see all the textbook. If you're in the bullet form, you see everything that's possible to be out there, all the way through, and we're not going to get all the way into parts 3 and 4. That's not for this year. We're going to cover part 1 in first semester, and we're going to cover as much of part 2 in second semester as we can get. Now, you can actually find the assignment by going through this, and you'll see where it says due. That's an assignment that's actually got that's due. Or the easier way is to go through your calendar. I did not put the assignments in this week. That doesn't mean they're not due this week. I just wanted to give room in case there's any computer glitches on Friday. It wouldn't end you out where you couldn't get it into it. So I wanted to give you a chance to turn in on Monday, so I just went ahead and put it on next week's work. The reading activity will take you to the textbook. It will show you, oops, I forgot I'd already opened it up, so let me get you back to the beginning of it. And it is only this section's reading. So it's going to tell you what we're going to be covering in the accounting in action. You can jump to the different sections by these blue hyperlinks. So if you know that it's about something with the personal life, you can click there. And as you go through, you can read through the material, or if you need it read aloud to you, you can choose that option. The vocabulary words are going to be there, and you can click on them and it will tell you what it means. Also, you can go to the Quizlet I've created, and the vocabulary should be matched pretty closely. Might be slightly reworded. And so in this first one, we're really focusing on accounting and personal use. And so it's going over what is accounting first and what is an accounting system is to compile and financial data. And we're creating financial statements. And really the purpose of accounting isn't just to compile everything, it's to take that data and analyze it. This first semester, we're really working and focusing on compiling it. Our first year, we're going to be working on compiling all the accounting information. And we'll do very little analyzing. We're really working on bookkeeping this first year. The second year is when we actually get into what does all this data mean? What does it mean to me? And how does it work? And so let's go ahead and look at it from a personal point of view. We can create a net worth statement. That's what your value is, what your value monetarily is. Assets are things that you own. A liability is something you owe. So like if you have a loan for a car, the car is an asset. The amount you owe the bank or whoever you borrowed the money from is a liability. When you subtract those two, that's your personal net worth. You may have other things that could go into assets, like you may have bank accounts. You may have jewelry that can count towards it. As you get older, you may have house. Another name for this in the business world is equity. Equity is the difference between the assets and the liabilities. So the total assets, how much you own, minus how much you owe, is your net worth. And the net worth statement is going to be very simple. You put the title of the company or the person, net worth statement, the date. You'll see the hyphens after 20. That just is because they can't change the year every year, and that just means whatever year. So like if it's 2011 or if it's 2020, that doesn't have to matter which one it is. So you'll list in the first section all your assets. You have your assets title, and then you list everything underneath it. So this person has a savings account of $2,000 and a class ring that was $250. So their total assets is $2,250. Their liabilities, They owe their parents $50, and they owe Ace Electronics $125. So the total liabilities is $175. And then you're going to take these two numbers, oops, I guess it's not going to let me highlight, and subtract them, and that's your total net worth. So business ethics is the ethics in the business making decisions. We are trying to maintain good relationships and conduct business in an ethical way. That means we want to make sure we're doing what's best for the client, if you're an accountant, and what is legally the best thing to do. I'm not going to go over reading the written communication. You can go through that yourself. Now let's go ahead and go into the assignments. I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading. And let's go ahead and open the OWP. This is where your assignment lives. We will do the work together. So click on the work together. And we have Megan Finder. That's our person. So that's going to be the first thing that we list. She's a recent college graduate and has applied for her first credit card. The creditor has asked her for a personal net worth statement. Megan owns, so that's what she has in her possession, a scooter worth $2,000 and has $800 in her checking account. So that's going to go with her assets. So let's go ahead and finish up finding in the title. So this is our net worth statement. And we put our current date. So the first section were our assets. The next section is what she has. And so she has cash. Oops, I burnt my H. And she has $800 in cash. So I'm just going to type in 800. The computer will go ahead and fill in the rest of the information it needs. It's going to put in the decimal. I don't have to put 0.00. The other thing she has is her scooter. And that's value is $2,000. And then that is all of her assets. So we're going to total it up. It's red, so that means something went wrong. And I forgot the word assets, so that's the reason it was red. Now if I total that, that's $2,800. And now we're done with assets. We're now going to go to what she owes. So this is her liabilities. And she owes Jace's Auto $920 and River College $125. So let's go ahead and type those two in. Jace's Auto. And that was $920. Oops, $920. And she owes River College $125. So if I total that together, that's going to be your total liabilities. Oops, what did I misspell? And if we total that together, we get $1,045. $1,045. And now we got to figure out what her net worth is. Net worth is your assets minus your liabilities. And so she has, when I subtract those two, 2,800 minus 1,045, you come up with 1,755. And you click Save and Continue. It's going to tell you how you did on that section. Actually, no, I guess it didn't show us what we had on it, but this is going to take you to the on your own problem. This part, and let me close out of here, and the application part, the 1-1 application problem, are due Monday. So OWP 1-1, end of lesson review, and 1-1 application problem are due Monday.